you will have to switch from a tine system to a disc system.
Yeah.
Because ryegrass will germinate when you tickle the soil, when you move the soil. If you don't move the soil at all, or just open a slot like a disc seeder, then you probably will not have the amount of ryegrass germination as you have with a tine seeder.
Yeah.
And as we're talking about that, the more we know that the more soil movement you get, the more carbon you're going to degrade. That means you are going to build up more carbon if you use a disc system than if you use a tine system. And you are losing also more moisture with a tine system, because the time is moving more soil. The moment you move more soil, you are going to lose more moisture compared to a disc system. And Dr. Donald Raykovsky from USDA in the United States, who is a very known researcher in carbon sequestration, has made studies on that and has shown that low disturbance no-tillage sequesters much more carbon and loses much less moisture than high disturbance no-tillage systems.
For every tillage you use loses 25 millimeters of rain.
But so what we experience, I'm farming in sandy soils. What we experience when you compare discs to tines is that we received this is especially this season, we received 100 millimeters of rain within a couple of days. And what tends to happen is that compacted the soils where we planted with discs, and we have footage that can prove it. I mean, where you have a big difference in where you planted with the tines compared to the disc. So obviously, I know there's also a movement in West Australia towards discs, and obviously in South America. But I think it's a bigger mind shift that has to happen in our areas, because what I believe is that what you guys are doing is that you don't ranch any cattle or any livestock at all. So a friend of mine visited South America, Argentina last year, and when they got to the field where they was looking at the paddocks, this farmer, he said they prohibited the guys from going. He said, no. If you want to go into this field, you follow the trim lines where we do the spraying, because otherwise you'll be compacting the soils. So that's how big they are, how big you guys are on compacting soils, and we don't have the outset and the outlook at this stage concerning compaction of soils. And I think that's where the huge difference is where we have to cross a mind barrier and say, listen, if we want to be sustainable in this, then we have to think far more excessive than we thought at this stage, and how we're going to approach farming and a cropping system.
You mean that these Argentinian farmers didn't want them to walk into the field?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I've visited dozens of farms in Brazil, and Argentina, and South America. I've never run into a situation like that they will keep you out because you're walking on the field.
Yeah, no, that's
I've never